Okay, guys, this is going to be my review for the movie The Little Things. The Little Things felt to me very Seven-ish, but it felt like Poor Man Seven, where it had all kind of like, particularly the third act, mainly the third act. Obviously, this whole serial killer theme was the same, but particularly the third act. You have your main character, spoilers, whatever, goes to a desert. One of the main characters goes to a deserty location, boom, at the desert with the criminal. He arrests the criminal, takes him to a desert location to find a body. Boom, the villain taunts the hero and gives him a big monologue. Boom, the hero kills the villain, which sets him in a dark path, or is a dark thing to do. Basically, it just ends with just like a poor man seven. Every little beat, I feel like I'm watching not a modern day seven, just like a tampered down seven. And then another thing about that I didn't particularly love about this movie was it felt like the plot never went anywhere. The plot never went anywhere because at the end of the day, we never learn who the murderer is. Because it's like at the end, it leaves you with the question: is he the murderer? You think, okay, yeah, Jared Leto is gonna be the murderer for this movie, but then he says at the end, I didn't kill anyone. Do I believe him? Do I not? That's the question. So if you believe him, then yeah, he's not the murderer, in which they solve nothing. Or if he's the murderer, then yes, they killed the murderer. But at the same time, it's like then that really ends up nowhere. They don't find a motive. They don't find a reason. They don't find who the killer is. Whereas if I wanted to compare it to a film, say Seven, you find out his motivation. You find out what his mo, and I think you buy that character would kill him. Whereas Rami Malek's character seemed like a smart character that just like did a dumb thing that was out of character for him, and you know, a lot of these movies, like The Little Things, they're building up to something. They're building up to a twist or a plot reveal or something like that to make it different from every other serial killer movie. It's like because like the big part of these serial killer movies and these mystery movies are like, what's the big twist to make it different from every other murder mystery and killer killer thriller. Just made that up, killer thriller. And they didn't really have that, where it's like you're building up, and the big twist is that the main good guy, Rami Malek, killed him. That's the twist, and that he might not have been the killer, that they might not have solved everything. That's not a twist. That's just a weird thing. And it's not that they subverted expectations or anything. It just didn't match expectations. It wasn't like they changed what I thought to something else. That's subverting expectations. No, this didn't meet my expectation. The great cast, everyone involved in the trailers and all this, the genre was like, this looks like a really cool movie and has the potential to be really good. And then you watch it and and I'm watching the whole movie and I'm just waiting for it to pick up and waiting for it to get better because again, to stick on the theme of Seven just for a second, Seven moves at a quick pace. You go from one deadly sin to another deadly sin, but while you giving each killing its own moment, and the plot moves forward. You learn more information. You learn more about these characters and about the setting and about this world that they crafted for this story. Whereas this movie, it's longer than Seven, number one, but it just doesn't have the same pace. You don't get to learn the characters. Like, I don't know any real thing about Denzel Washington's character. I don't know much about Rami Malek's character or Jared Leto's character. I just don't know a lot about them. And the whole plot is just a slow cat and mouse. And it's just like it's just there's some scenes are dragged out to a length they didn't need to be, like, and it just is. I think and it's what I will say is it's cheesy. Now what I mean by cheesy, there's something, the script is somewhat cheesy, and that Denzel Washington constantly repeats the same monologue of, it's the little things. It's the little things that get you caught. Toward the end of the movie when the other detective killed the killer, or what he thought to be the killer at the end. He says the same speech. It's the little things. It's the little things that get you caught. And it's like, I get it. It's the little things. This is what this movie's called. But I think based on what they were, I get the message, the idea of like the quote unquote little things, is what gets you caught. That's the messages in these crimes and stuff. It's the little things that get you caught. That's the message, and they repeat it. But that just missed potential. Like, you learn toward the end of the movie that Washington killed some random person, Insomnia style. Like, in Insomnia, Al Pacino kills, his co-police. Similar to that, he gets mixed up, shoots one of the girls that becomes a victim, and then, the doctor finds the bullet, and that got him caught, but the doctor was nice enough to keep it hidden. They didn't do anything. Like, that was like one random twist. Like, if that might have been the twist of the film, but that had no relevance. And I think it ended up haunting him, but at the end of the day, it's a little thing. It just didn't have that much relevance. So overall, it was just missed potential. The performances were still good, but it was just like the story the whole time. I'm waiting for it to reach its potential, waiting for it to have a big twist, waiting for it to get better, but it never does. Stay tuned for more videos coming right at you.